The object of the first part of this drill with multiple opponents was to have them attempt to close distance. That's it, nothing more. Once they closed distance, the drill was over. The person with the stick lost. If the person with the stick managed to crank them hard enough where they think they would go down, they would drop to a knee. Now, this is hard to measure, so you have to use a lot of conjecture for this, but we're looking for committed blows to the head, to the kneecap, or some vital target. Body doesn't count, thigh doesn't count. It has to be a committed hit that lands on the head. See how that's hitting my hands and arm? That doesn't necessarily count. But he hit me with a lot, so I stopped. Those puños would have done some work, but I managed to get in. That was the only part of the drill, so it didn't matter at that point. Once you close, that's it. Once you close distance, that's all your objective is. So there, Keith was trying to make some space by pushing, but you can see where often we're failing to use the range where the stick is most effective. We're start swinging the stick when it's too late. They're already inside. Now, while this isn't a perfect drill, it does start to develop some tactics, and we're going to explore it quite a bit further. We're going to play with it some more, and we're going to get better at using the stick against empty hands or closing distance with the stick. Here, we're doing knife versus stick, and the objective with the knife is to get one good stab. Now, if he hits me in my offhand, I don't worry about that. Not worried about that. When he hits me in the head, if it's hard, I will stop my aggression. Now, because there's a lot of conjecture, I see a lot of mistakes being made by us, but that doesn't take away from the value of the drill. Now, in this case, we were going for 2 minutes back and forth. When someone would get a good shot in, we would stop. There is, as I said, a lot of conjecture in this, but it does help your timing as the knife man to get in, and it helps your timing as the stick man to take advantage of, or I should say knife person or knife stick person. This drill really illustrates why it's important to close distance if you have the shorter weapon, or you keep distance with the longer weapon. Now here, I had told Anne that she barely touched me with those strikes, but looking at them now, I think they could have hit me in the temple or the cheekbones or the nasal bone. I think they would have had a pretty good effect. Hand, when she's hitting my arm, I don't count it. Body, don't care about that. Thigh, don't care about that. But that direct boom right on the face, that is a good shot. Yep, a couple good shots there. Even with this padded stick, this can be kind of painful as there is a real stick inside that padding. I think this drill illustrates a very valuable way to use padded weapons, and I think it has a lot of value for functionalizing blunt impact weapons and closing distance with a shorter weapon. It doesn't look pretty, it doesn't look beautiful, but that's what happens when your drills are random like this rather than being choreographed. There's no choreography here, just play. And that is another thing that I think makes this drill valuable.